The Iyanola Council for the Advancement of Rastafari, ICAR, and the Pan-African People President Aaron Alexander have called on all relevant individuals and organizations to participate in the observance of this significant day. He emphasized that as victims of historical injustices, we have the moral high ground to seek compensation or reparations from the European countries involved in the Transatlantic Slave Trade. Alexander also referenced US President Donald Trump, who is currently engaging in a contentious stance against South Africa and other African nations, threatening to revoke visas for those who continue to conduct business with Cuba. He urged all Caribbean leaders to take a definitive stand on these issues.
Caribbean leaders must assert themselves and have a firm conviction to tell America that we shall not be moved, and we shall stand firm with our support for our sister Caribbean country of Cuba. All Caribbean leaders, CARICOM indeed, should take that collective stance against the tyranny of America and the bullying of America, in the spirit of our ancestors who resisted slavery and fought for the liberation of our people.
Alexander praised the Caribbean leaders who have already taken a clear stance against America, including our own Prime Minister. He reiterated the need to persist in our call for reparations in the atrocities committed against our communities.
Therefore, on this International Day of the Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Transatlantic Slave Trade, we call on all our persons, all our people of African descent, to reflect on the atrocities committed against us.
The permanent memorial, the Ark of Return, located at the United Nations Visitors Plaza in New York, was unveiled 10 years ago on March 25th, coinciding with the International Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Transatlantic Slave Trade. This year's commemoration not only marks the anniversary of this monument, but also reinforces its message, aligning with the 2025 theme, Acknowledge the Past, Repair the Present, Build a Future of Dignity and Justice. As this year's International Day theme reminds us, recognizing the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade is a crucial step toward addressing past injustices, repairing the present, and constructing a future rooted in dignity and justice for all. It is essential to establish reparatory justice frameworks that confront this troubling history and its enduring legacies, ultimately working to eradicate racism once and for all. Kayla Edwin, MBC Prime.